nightmare for you. I wonder, though, there's something that the mailman hasn't come yet, Creeper. Would you go out and see if the mailman has come? After all, going in colors is nightmare. We're expecting a lot of fan mail. Oh, good. It even looks like somebody may have sent us a fan. Well, while we open our mail, why don't you watch Nightmare?
Good evening. I am Sammy Terry, and welcome to another Friday episode of the Sammy Terry YouTube Live Show. I am your host, Sammy Terry, your family's fiendishly friendly, devilishly deviant destroyer of your sanity. Oh, what's that, George? Oh, George and I are coming to you on YouTube Live every Friday evening until Halloween, preparing you for a ghastly holiday and preparing you for my birthday celebration. Tonight, I'll be telling you a couple horrible stories to set you and your children's minds for Halloween. Oh, and here, you'll want to make sure that you tell all your people to pull up the Sammy Terry Official YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Halloween night to watch my Halloween special movie presentation. Oh, we'll be bringing you Attack of the Giant Leeches. Oh, yes, George, I'll tell them. George and I have been hosting a broadcast, a movie show, every first Friday of the month on Facebook Live. If you've missed those, you've missed a lot. For since 1962, George and I have been Indiana's horror host, bringing you movies, stage shows, and all kinds of events. And now, due to these monthly First Friday Facebook Live broadcasts, Sammy Terry has viewers all over the world. So make sure you share this broadcast with all your family and fiends right now. Make sure you click onto the share button on your screen to invite every one of your fiends and family now. And please, let George, my webmaster, let him know that you like tonight's broadcast show by clicking the thumbs up icon. Go ahead, send George some jollies and click that little thumbs up button right now. George and I are always reading and commenting your comments. So make sure you leave me comments below, such as where you are watching from, or any question you would like answered. I'll get to as many of them shouted out as I can throughout our show tonight. Now, a special thing that only you get for watching the YouTube Live show. Everybody loves going to the SammyTerry.com store for all of your horrible apparel, accessories, and all of the autographed things we have available. There's artist posters, there's autographed pictures, DVDs that I autograph, ball caps, statues, plates, all kinds of horrible things, so you can keep living your Sammy Terry horror every day. And that coupon code, YouTube919. When you go to my store and you type in YouTube 919, you'll be able to save 20% off your entire order. And what that means is if you'll order, let's say, $10,000 worth of stuff, you'd save $2,000. What could you do with $2,000? So make sure you go to the SammyTerry.com website, click on the Store Shop Now button, and apply your coupon code at checkout, YouTube919. It's good for only about 24 hours from this broadcast. So you are fortunate to be here with me and George. Sammy Terry has always been known for these 56 years of bringing you horrible tales of terror, both on the movies and what I share with you that lodges in your brain when you go to sleep. For what lies beneath is very important. For you see, everyone, no matter where you are, you're always living with yourself. There's always an opportunity for you to look deeper into your psyche, to examine the person behind the eyeballs. And every once in a while, just like what Billy Joel said, you bring that stranger out to show everyone, but you do it very sparingly, for you don't want to share your innermost circle with your outer bound circle, for not everyone might see you the same. But when you go to bed at night, you turn off your lights, you close your door, you bolt your windows. That's the time that you lay there alone, thinking of all the things you don't share. Oh, that's when what lies beneath is its very most prevalent. For that's when you get to see, hear who you really are behind your eyelids. And it's that person tonight that as you watch me here in my tranquil abode of serenity, you get to live maybe in your personal dungeon as well. Tell me, are you the person at the grocery store that you are at work? Are you the person when you're talking to your children that you are when you're talking to your parents? Oh, you may not be, for all of us have our secret lives now, don't we? It's those lives and it's those times that you become vulnerable. And nobody likes to be vulnerable very long. For that's when scary things can happen. When the words that people say, and I'm sure you remember, when we were in elementary school, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Oh, isn't that the biggest lie you've ever heard? For the words that you use and the words that hit your ears are the very things that are the most scary at all. Oh, everyone thinks that I can take the abuse. Oh, everybody thinks that they can handle the harassment of the tongue. But not really. For inside, what lies beneath hears it, recoils it over and over. It's your job to make sure that what lies beneath doesn't transform what lies without. How self-controlled are you? Only you may understand. People ask Sammy Terry all the time, we see you on the first Friday. We see you every Friday from now to Halloween on YouTube Live. But where can we come see you live in person? And in fact, now that we're getting close to the very most exciting time of the year, Sammy Terry will be available to shake hands, to clutch your throat in my grasp, and take a few pictures with you at any of my upcoming events. Let me tell you what's coming up. Friday, October 5th at 8 p.m. That will be a Facebook and YouTube Live from my escape room. I'll have special guests in studio with me. The Dead Zone podcast guys from Terre Haute, or Terre Haunt. They will be on set with me doing their podcast at the same time. You'll see it on YouTube, but that Friday, on Facebook Live, I'll be bringing you a full movie. So if you happen to have 2 of those dumb phones, or perhaps you could watch my YouTube Live presentation on your big screen on the wall. For that's how so many of the YouTube lovers like to watch YouTube. You can get yourself a Roku, or a Fire Stick, or an Apple TV, or any of those digital media streamers. Make sure you download and log into your YouTube account and application. And then you can watch Sammy Terry, just like you and I used to on the big screens of TVs. So you can watch your YouTube there, and on your dumb phone or your patty eye, you can certainly watch my Facebook Live movie. It'll be a horrible time. For Friday, October 5th, I am bringing you a great Vincent Price movie, House on Haunted Hill. And then, on the following day, Saturday, October 6th, at 6 p.m., I'll be in Greenfield, Indiana. It's Riley Days, their big city festival they have every year. And I will be performing the Sammy Terry stage show on stage in the Rick's Auditorium on Main Street in Greenfield at 6 p.m. Tickets are going to sell out very quickly. I was there 4 years ago on Halloween night. The place was packed. It was crazy. People roam around like zombies. One of my very favorite events. So make sure you come see me in Greenfield on October 6th, the Saturday at 6 p.m. That event is sponsored by the Hancock County Historical Society. They do good work preserving things that are old, much like I do in my sanctuary of centennials. And then after my October 6th, on Friday, October 12th, I'll be broadcasting again. Of course, I'll be here with you on YouTube Live from the Key Haunted House. The Key Haunted House is located on the east side of Indianapolis, at the Rec Center at Post Road. The Key Haunted Escape Rooms for the month of October are converted into the world's scariest haunted house. So make sure you see me there. And I'll be bringing it to you Friday, October 12th. Then the following day, Saturday, October 13th at 6 p.m., I'll be up in Peru, Indiana. Downtown on the square. I'll be there for their second Saturday event. On the square, you can meet and greet Sammy and George as we shake hands and look for some Type O donors while we're there in Peru, Indiana. And then on Sunday, October 14th at 6 p.m., Porch Time Podcast from Martinsville. Oh, they present Sammy Terry's live stage show. We're hosting a horror movie at the Arts Sanctuary. Oh, it's at 190 South Sycamore Street in Martinsville, Indiana. Oh, there you'll be able to meet and greet me, watch a horrible movie, and see my stage show. We'll have a Scream Queen contest. We'll have hypnotism. We'll have horrible stories told. And you will have one horrible time. So come to Martinsville. In fact, that weekend is the Martinsville Fall Foliage Festival. Oh, it's at the tail end, 6 p.m. on Sunday night, so enjoy the parade earlier in the day. And then at 6, come see me. Oh, the following weekend, on Sunday, October 14th, we'll be there at the Porch Time Martinsville podcast presenting Sammy Terry's live stage show. But on the 19th, the following Friday at 8 p.m., you and I will be back in the dungeon with artist John Rogers. Oh, he'll have all of his amazing creations. Oh, he's created so many artwork for Sammy Terry. In fact, you can buy the John Rogers hand-sculpted statue of Sammy Terry on SammyTerry.com. You should go there and look and see the work that John Rogers does. Oh, he's got a lot more that you've never seen, so you'll want to see all of that amazing art. And in fact, he'll bring more of other horror people. Oh, it'll be a delightful YouTube live session between you and me and George and John Rogers. Oh, and then, following that, on the next week, Saturday, October 20th, at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh yes, it's a matinee show in Washington, Indiana, inside the Washington Theater. Oh, the Sammy Terry stage show, and we'll be bringing you a movie with that as well. That's 2 p.m. in Washington, Indiana. And then later that day, Saturday, October 20th, at 6 p.m., oh, make sure you make your way to Bloomington, Indiana. The Starlight Drive-In, that's where I'll be. And at 6 p.m. I'll be doing my stage show outside in the drive-in. Oh, I've been there the last 2 years, and for all of you watching that were there, you know the silence of the crickets in the cold night air, the shadows from the trees that cast their sinister blackness through the inky light. There you'll have a different experience watching your horror movie and watching the Sammy Terry stage show. Oh, that's at the Starlight Drive-In in Bloomington, Indiana. Oh, and then we carry on. That's not it. For the following Friday, October 26th at 7 p.m., I will be downtown Indianapolis at the Indiana Landmark Stage Show. Oh, I'll be there in the beautiful Grand Hall of the Indiana Landmarks building. In fact, this is the 200th year of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And there we'll be showing the early 1920s Thomas Edison silent film of Frankenstein. It was one of the very first films ever created by Thomas Edison himself. We'll watch that. They'll have a horrible choir come in, singing sinister songs and all kinds of morose morgue music. And then we'll show the 1931 Frankenstein film. Oh, make sure you join us at Indiana Landmarks in the Grand Hall, Friday, October 26th at 7 p.m. Buy your tickets online at www.indianalandmarks.org. Or you can buy them at the door or call the number on your screen. Oh, we'll have a horrible time there with the costume contest at Indiana Landmarks on the 26th. Then, the very following presentation will be the following day, Saturday, October 27th at 7 p.m. I will be over at Terror Haute at the Moonlight Drive-In Theater. Oh, the Moonlight Drive-In is brand new. They just got it completed. Oh, and the land that they put it on. It's been rumored by some that not all the bodies were moved from that holy ground. For when the lights go down and the moon starts to rise, you can feel the spirits come through you. So make sure you come to the Moonlight Theater Saturday, October 27th at 7 p.m. for my stage show and a horror movie on the big screen. Oh, and then our following appearance will be Monday, October 29th at 6 p.m. Oh, I'll still be over there in Terre Haute, but this time at the Tilson Auditorium on the campus of Indiana State University. Oh, they're going to have a theatrical stage presentation of Frankenstein. Oh, it's presented by the Aquila Theater. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster. And Indiana State University students, they get in with a stolen ID. I mean a valid ID. So make sure on Monday, October 29th at 6 p.m. you come see Frankenstein on stage. I will do all of the warm-up, announce your theater experience, and perhaps you and I may spend a little time alone, for I'll be thirsty and you may be just my type. Oh, then, that was Monday. For 2 days later, oh, what a glorious day that is. For that is October 31st, Halloween, my birthday. And at 8 p.m. on Halloween night, after all of your little trick-or-treaters go out and collect all of their tooth decay and gum disease, you and I will share a special presentation. Oh, you'll watch my YouTube Live on your big screen, and on Facebook Live I will present my horrible happy birthday movie, Attack of the Giant Leeches. Oh, this will mark the 56th Sammy Terry Halloween special. For as I mentioned, it was since 1962 you and I have been sharing horrors together. And talking about the old days, wouldn't you like to see a vintage clip? A time from our years gone by. Oh, I think I would too.
If you want to be a monster, you can see you have a wide selection to choose from. Not only the great monsters, such as the monster from the Black Lagoon, the Mummy, vampires, Frankenstein, or the Wolfman, but just look around you. See the monsters that are in your life. If you're working
campus. There are many monstrous professors. And how about that policeman who gave you a hard time just because you ran a red light? And the bill collectors who won't let you alone, or the banker who bounced your check just because you didn't have enough money in the bank. And the waitress who spilled water in your lap. The newspaper boy who got the paper all wet. Or the repairman for the phone company who won't come inside your home. And the politician who promises you everything and then raises your taxes to pay for it. And the short order cook who burned your hamburger black and then served you raw meat when you sent it back. These are all awful monsters from everyday life from which you could choose. But there is still one other who might be right now in your room. The woman in your life, be it girlfriend or wife, might be the biggest monster of all. For it is she who might say, "It's time to go to bed." Oh, but not right now, because I have yet to finish my story. And the finale is truly bloody and gory.
Oh, there you are again. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that vintage clip. And yes, your comments are enjoyable, for George has just reviewed them. I'll have some shout-outs here in a moment. But did you know that the mystery of the YouTube Live experience is quite unique? For the Cyclops I am looking into, I can see you. Oh, there you are, a glowing smile, a cheerful personality. But something's not quite right. Those deep, dark, piercing eyes. Eyes that stare malevolently. What is behind your stare? Oh, we were talking about what lies beneath. But I think it's there right now. Do you have thoughts of mayhem and murder, unspeakable acts? Oh, maybe truly disturbing intentions are yours, and a vision so macabre that you begin to wonder, can looks actually kill? And if so, are you the next victim? Oh, here you are, a person of good reputation, of a fine family lineage, a pillar of your community, known to all for years and years of acts of kindness and charity, perhaps. A paragon of virtue you are. Oh, how could you be so sure, though? Is there another side to this personality of yours? A darker, more sinister side? One capable of terrible deeds? One that embraces the absolutely horrific and grotesque? A personality unhinged and unrecognizable? Perhaps, most important of all, does it lurk inside you? Or do you lurk inside it? Oh, yes. It's an age-old question. Can one mind reside with two personalities? one capable of the most sincere benevolence and kindness, and the other wishing to inflict harm and pain? How could this be possible? And which is the most powerful, the most dominant? Does the heroic triumph over the villainous? Or does the kindly surface hide depths of malevolence and vice? Does that veneer of goodness mask a gruesome and hostile monster, ready to burst forth and seek to torment others? A monster that longs to be set free upon an unsuspecting world? A monster that seeks to prey upon the unassuming and the innocent, revels in its uncontrollably sinister urges and compulsions, and it poses the question, knock, 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 are you alone in there?
Mom, we're all out of cereal.
Try the new Sammy Terry Dungeon Crunch. It's ghoulishly delicious.
Sammy Terry's Dungeon Crunch is fortified with protein, vitamins, and minerals.
3 body parts inside, and you can cut out ghouls' meat.
Golly gee, Sammy, thanks.
Makes me hungry for some dungeon crunch. Oh, I can tell by your comments that looking inside yourself brings to mind your name. For we've gotten comments from Julia Patterson. Hello, Julia. Kirk Kunkel is with us tonight. Charisma Jade, so glad you're spending your time with me. Troy Donovan, oh, you're having a horrible time, I see. And C.L. McClendon, welcome, my fiend. I'm so glad that you're here. And all of the animals at the haunted zoo are in the house. Welcome, my fiends. And Teresa, you say you love the retro feel. Well, after 56 years, I've got a lot of retro hanging out there somewhere. I can see that your conscious world is in conflict, maybe, with the unconscious world. For try as you might, you simply cannot turn away from that inner soul of yours. It poses the question, how much control do any of us really have? Are we really fully in charge? Or are we imprisoned by our most sinister impulses? Those horrible, terrifying urges that you just cannot suppress. What compels you to follow those impulses? Do you remain strong and fight the urge? Or do you succumb and give in to that nagging feeling, the one that stirs inside of you to unleash the monster that not even the most virtuous of us can possibly contain? Oh, it's quite the nightmarish thought, isn't it? That no matter how hard you try, you can't maintain the facade. Sooner or later, you give in to what lies beneath. Oh, the dungeon is quite cool this evening. We're starting to see a few of the trees outside, barely starting to turn. For the night is approaching upon us quicker now, isn't it? For that sun that heats the earth doesn't seem to want to stick around as much. And occasionally we'll get a chill in the air, and we'll think, here it comes. The change of the seasons, the ever-rolling cycle of nature. For everything changes eventually, doesn't it? And when you need to change your wardrobe, make sure you go to the SammyTerry.com store. Get yourself a ball cap, a beanie, perhaps a scarf to keep your mittens warm, or a sweatshirt or a hoodie so you can hold tight to your warmth through these cold, damp, fallish, and autumnish nights. Remember to use your coupon code YouTube919. It's only good for 24 hours, so you're lucky you're watching right now tonight. Oh, we always have a horrible time here in the dungeon. For outside it is now dusk, for the sun is down. It relents the day, and that moon we talked about, oh, it has already claimed the night. You, your friends, a moon is full and bright. All the ingredients for a perfect moonlight picnic. So make your way outside your abode, to a clearing, perhaps, in the park or down the lane. Raise your glass, toast the warm orange glow of the moon, welcoming its shine of midnight upon you, illuminating your party. And you're transfixed by the moon and its radiance. You gaze upon its beautiful shining orb, lost in the intricate details of the luminous sphere. Oh, you turn to your friends for yet another toast in celebration. But something has happened. In horror, you'll drop your glass, recoil in the terror of what you're beholding. What have your friends become on this full-orb night? Nothing but werewolves, or vampires, or zombies. Creatures of the night. Oh, we do love them. But you'll scream in fright and flee from your picnic, pursued by those that you no longer recognize, all the while your eyes are fixed upon the moon in the sky. Is it guiding you? Can it save you? You run until you can run no longer. You stumble, then struggle to your feet in vain attempt of escape. But you know it's too late. They're upon you. You're unable to move. You're hypnotized by the brilliance of the moon, fearful of what comes next. And your eyes grow heavy as the moon dissolves into a bright, hovering light above your bed. Slowly, your vision resumes, and for a moment, you're relieved. Was it all a horrible nightmare? And how did you get back here? Oh, now your friends are with you. But are you safe? Oh, they're not your friends, but the creatures of the night. You scream in terror and agony as the creatures prepare for their midnight feast.
Oh, and everyone will be wearing my T-shirt.
The fit is horrible.
Oh,
they come in all sizes.
And the colors are ghastly.
And they come in blue or black.
Oh, yes, George. I'll tell them. George says to make sure you join the Sammy Terry fan page on Facebook. It's the best way to keep up with the very latest information about Sammy. That's the Sammy Terry fan page on Facebook.
George was just telling me, so many of you are making comments. Jarmy Vicious is in the house of the dungeon tonight. Oh, the Speedwag Falcon. The Falcon of Speedway you are. Welcome, my fiend. And Lisa Smith, hello to you. Are you still AB positive, Lisa? If you are, send me a pint, would you? And Ryan McNamara, welcome, my fiend. I'm so glad that you're here with us in the dungeon. People send Sammy Terry things all the time. For 56 years, I have been bringing haunts to you, and you've shared them with me. And there's numerous people out there with Sammy Terry tattoos inked all over their body. If you have inked my face on your body, I want a picture. And very soon I'll have a number for you to text your pictures to me of any of your Sammy Terry wearables. And of course, if you've got a tat, or a tick, or a toe, you can certainly send me those pictures, for some people have. Oh, just like Julia Little Red Patterson did. Oh, that is her beautiful tattoo that she had. She put it on her shoulder. And there, I will always be with Julia, my hand stretched out to gently caress her shoulder before I drag her off up the hill to my castle. Thank you for your ink. And Julia, remember, Sammy Terry always has your back. And how can I forget Chuck Springhorn? He's got a tattoo of me on his shoulder as well. His upper arm it is, with me holding Scully. Oh, Scully, here he is. Just like in the tattoo of Chuck Springhorn. Thank you, Chuck, for sharing me. And thank you for sharing your skin. If you've got a tattoo of Sammy, make sure you send a picture to me. And other people submit artwork to me. For here, this one, Jeff Thurston, he brought this to me recently. I was at the Super Monster Movie Fest at the Skyline Drive-In in Shelbyville, and he brought me this picture that he had drawn of me. Thank you, Jeff, for what you've sent. And how about this artwork? Oh yes, if you recognize the style, it's Ted Lloyd Cartoons. And last week he celebrated his horrible 64th birthday. You're just a few years older than I am on TV and media here to the community. So thank you, Ted, for the drawing. And here, Allison Finley from Richmond, Indiana. Oh, she did this beautiful painting, for she studied art at Earlham University. Oh, at Earlham University, they've got a wonderful fine arts department there. The theater department is wonderful and put out great theater productions. In fact, Mrs. Sosie is one of the lead associate professors there. Oh, she invited Sammy Terry to come and host one of their great Shakespeare plays. What a great honor it is to work with true professionals like Allison Finley. Thank you, Allison. More shout-outs. Oh, I see a question. What are some of the favorite horror movies for Sammy Terry? Well, I can tell you, most all of my very favorite horror movies I have available for you on the SammyTerry.com website. Oh, I've hosted so many movies throughout the years. Most of them, or all of them, are my favorites. But let me tell you about a few of them, since you've asked. Horror Express. Now that we've come through the very hot months of the summer, who wouldn't want to be all aboard for a journey into the bizarre, the darkest depths of a secret world? A world of fear, of danger, and of death. Oh, not your average deluxe accommodations in this train. But what else would you expect on a train called the Horror Express? Oh, you'll travel through the Trans-Siberian Express. Oh, and you may notice a number of the passengers. Well, the number of them will decrease. Oh, but don't worry. Two of the great legends of horror, Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee, will be on hand to make us certain that things keep rolling right along. But you may find out, however, that some things are best left on ice. And one other of my great favorite movies, Nosferatu. Oh, it's a very, very old movie. Black and white, and silent it is. But it was one of the very earliest vampire films. Oh, you'll travel far away to that country known as Romania and into the Carpathian Mountains. Oh, how fiendishly wonderful it will be. And before you reach your destination, you'll stop at a quaint little tavern to quench your thirst. But mind the fearful townspeople, because you'll be with your new host, Count Orlok. Oh, he's very, very fond of necks. Oh, yes, that would be Count Orlok. Oh, make sure you enjoy your time together. It's sure to be a memorably dark and shadowy experience. But the old black and white classics are not all of my favorites, for you can also experience Gamera. Gamera, the great flying turtle. Now, picture this. Oh, it's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. A blissful breeze caresses your face, and the summer sun beckons you. It calls to you. You enjoy a walk among the splendor. You listen to the sounds of your exquisite summer day. Birds are singing, wind chimes play, and the water from a nearby creek babbles and dances. It's filled with rocks and plants and turtles, flying turtles, horrible creatures destroying all in their paths as the sky is now dark with the armies of the behemoths. Their monstrous shadows cover the land as they descend upon our cities and towns, spreading carnage and destruction. Oh, nothing and no one escapes their wrath. Your only thoughts now are that you might have become the main ingredient in a turtle's soup. Oh, it was very fun making this Gamera film. For you see, George, he gets into the action and does battle with Gamera. You get to witness it on your screen as George fights the flaming flying turtle. So make sure that you buy a DVD copy, a digital download to own, or rent one for 5 days so you can experience the horrors that are Sammy Terry's dungeon. Oh yes, your coupon code does apply, so make sure you do it within 24 hours. Your coupon code is YouTube919, all lowercase. So make sure you save 20%. It will be important to your bottom line. And may I mention one other? Oh, Plan 9 from Outer Space, considered one of the worst films ever made. Oh, the venerable Ed Wood created this film. It has everything: ghouls, zombies, brides of monsters, interplanetary invaders with numbered plans. Oh, welcome to the terrifyingly wonderful world of filmmaker Ed Wood Jr. Now you know, he's often cited as the worst filmmaker of all time, along with the distinction of the director of the worst film of all time, right here for you to own tonight. Oh, it's a wickedly offbeat film with unbelievable special effects and lively acting. Tor Johnson. Oh yes, his face and his head. It's that horror monster mask you see in your Halloween stores. It's one of the most used and most recognized bald-headed, huge featured head of a monstrous man. That was actually cast directly off of Tor Johnson's head. Oh, so you've seen him whether you've seen him or not. He has a major role in Plan 9, opposite the fiendishly beautiful Vampira. Oh, Vampira holds a special place in Sammy Terry's cold, cold heart. For she was known as the very first horror host in all of her original glamour. Oh, her Vampira costume, it was based off of cartoons. It was the cartoons of Charles Addams, the creator of the Addams Family. And who could forget, in Plan 9 from Outer Space, Bela Lugosi. You know him best as Dracula, but he was in so many of the films, such as Plan 9. It was the twilight of his career. Bela was befriended by Ed Wood, and he appeared in Ed's films, Plan 9 and Bride of the Monster. Oh, Bela received a posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And even more horrific, did you know that the great Bela Lugosi, he was buried in his full Dracula cape and costume? That's the truth. More shout-outs for the comments continue on and on. We've got all kinds of people that are saying hello to us tonight. Hello to Rachel and Sarah and Sky. Oh, there's an Olivia and a Sophia. Oh, I see a Jessica, Jeremiah. Oh, and there's an Adriana and Alexi. And one, I can't quite make the name out, but it looks to be a little boy. Oh, everyone seems to be in the house. Evan and Blake. Bailey, hello! Or maybe you can't hear a sound, I don't know. And there, hiding behind the couch, barely visible, I can't hardly see you through the optic that my Cyclops allows. Oh, there you are, Melissa. And Tina is right behind you. Thank you for all the comments tonight, for we've got all kinds of things happening. Every night is special in Sammy Terry's dungeon, and it's a great treat to bring you these Friday nights. Next Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll invite the folks from Scarlet Lane Brewery right here into Sammy's dungeon. Oh, we'll interview them, we'll learn about the brewing, and we'll learn about the blood. I mean the beer tasting. And get ready for a big Sammy Terry announcement. For it's something new that you've never experienced before, and you'll want to make sure that you do. That will be revealed next Friday when the boys from the brewery are with us. Now make sure you've subscribed to this Sammy Terry official YouTube channel to see all of the upcoming live uploads that we send to you. And make sure that you click the little bell on your screen. If you haven't already done it, when you click the bell, it will also let you know by notification that Sammy Terry has gone live. Therefore, you'll never miss a heartbeat. Check out SammyTerry.com for all your Fiends and Families products. Look at all of the new things available there to show your love for Sammy and maybe a little love for George. Now, soon the earth will rotate in such a way that will bring us past another full moon, or maybe a new moon. And when it does, you'll come and visit with me again next Friday, and every Friday between now and my birthday, Halloween. So make sure that you come. Watch on the First Friday Facebook Live show, and I'll show you the Tale of Terror House on Haunted Hill. Oh, that great Vincent Price film will really get your blood a-curdling. And tonight, I want to say thanks to Mike Wycliffe from Comic Carnival for directing the Cyclops in this show. Mark Johnson, freelance writer, for writing a lot of the sinister monologue I've shared with you. Brett Pittman of Dark Room Photography and Videography Studios in Bedford, Indiana. Oh, down there in Bloomington area. Of course, the new campus costume haunted attraction will be opening with Brett's assistance. And a thank you out there to Terrence Muncie of The Art of Terrence Muncie. Check out his Facebook page. Nathan Erdell from Gentleman Monster Productions and Scarlet Lane Brewery. Phil Yeary from Nightmare Images. Julie and Tammy from the Key Haunted Escape Rooms. Oh, all of these people work so hard to keep Sammy creeping up into your life. And with that, and until you and I meet again, George and I wish you many pleasant nightmares.